Hey there, welcome to Look and Learn. My name is Gray, and today we're in the galleries of a very special exhibition, Betye Saar, Call and Response. Betye Saar is an American artist still living and working today. She was born in 1926, California, where she lived most of her life. Now what you see behind me is actually the entire show, which may seem small, but in the words of the artist, it's small but mighty. For a long time now, Betye has used art to amplify her voice and challenge the world to be better. A major shift in Betty's work occurred after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination. At the time, Betye Saar was a mother of 3 who could not join civil rights protests. Instead, she began using her art to make a difference in the world. Many of the works in the show challenge ideas about race and gender and advocate for a world that is fair to everyone. She is best known for her prints and assemblages, which are sculptures made from new and found materials. You may think about it as a type of 3D collage. Here is an example of Betty's assemblage technique. You can see that Betye Saar has included some found objects. Can you find the vintage dress? Do you see a metal ornament or a lock of hair? What about the family photographs? Pause here if you need a minute to find them. Betty calls this work a family portrait because, as you can see, she has included family photos of her maternal grandparents, her mother, as well as her own handprint, and along the edge, the handprints of her youngest grandchild. One thing we haven't talked about yet that you may have noticed are the butterflies. Did you see the butterflies in this piece? Where are they flying? What do butterflies make you think of? Butterflies can mean many things in art, such as hope, inspiration. Maybe they remind you of a past loved one. But butterflies are also powerful symbols of change because they start out as an egg and eventually become a butterfly. Now today we're going to be making mighty butterfly puppets inspired by the works we saw today by Betye Saar and also the powerful message from our storybook. Come on, let's go listen. I Am One, a Book of Action by Susan Verde, art by Peter H. Reynolds. How do I make a difference? It seems like a tall order for one so small. But beautiful things start with just one. One seed to start a garden. One stroke to start a masterpiece. One note to start a melody. One step to start a journey. One brick to start breaking down walls. And I can speak one gentle word to start a conversation. I can use my one soft voice to start a friendship. I can perform one act of kindness to start a connection. I can share one tender hug to start caring. I can light one candle to start leading the way. I can make one drop in the water to start ripples that become swells, then waves, traveling over oceans, across borders and boundaries, landing on distant shores to start a chain reaction, inspire a movement, make a change. I am one, and I can take action. We are each one, and we can take action. One by one, we can make a difference. Because one is all it takes to start something beautiful. The end. Well, thanks for joining me from your studio at home. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a mighty butterfly inspired by the works we saw by Betye Saar and also the story we read. When I first read that story, I was really struck by the scene where the ripples are cast out. And it really reminded me of a saying, or what some people may know as the butterfly effect. And in that saying, it says that the flap of a butterfly's wings can cause a tsunami halfway across the world. So, in order to remind us of the power of actions, big and small, we're going to make mighty butterfly puppets that actually fly. Wow! Alright, let's get started. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is gather your materials. Right here. Pause here if you need a minute to find them. And then the first step is actually going to be taking your piece of paper and fold it in half. Now, this is how I would imagine half of the butterfly would look. And so starting on the folded edge, you're going to start your design. Make sure to include a head and wings and a tail. Cut out your butterfly shape. Make sure to hold both edges of the paper tight. Voila, we have our butterfly template. Okay, the next step is actually going to be really creasing the wings. So now that you have it folded in half again, you're going to fold the wing back away from your original fold, just like that. Okay, so now you should have two folds. One going this way and one going that way. Now laying it on its side, you're going to fold back the other wing and line it up with the fold that you just made. So now we have a body like this beneath the butterfly. Alright, now if you have glue, you're just going to run glue down the body so that we can tighten it up. Just like that. Once we're going to secure the body together, all right? And now we have wings that flap. The next step, laying it down, is going to be to decorate your butterfly. Color and collage both sides of the wings. To create a collage, you will need to experiment and play around with your materials until you find an arrangement you like. Then carefully glue down your pieces. Once the glue is dry, you can come back to your design and draw or color on top of it. Butterflies are often known for their extravagant colors and shapes that remind us of eyes. What colors will you choose? What shapes can you draw to create your design? Now the next step is going to be attaching the structure. So as you see here, I have two pipe cleaners that I've twisted together and then a straw support along the outside to pinch the end of your straw and flatten it a little bit. Parents may need to supervise this step. And then cutting down the middle of the straw about 3 inches down. So now I've created a Y shape with my straw and I'm just going to flatten out those prongs. I'm going to twist these pipe cleaners to create the next level of support. Leave about an inch less than your Y straw support to create the prongs at the top. And then you're just going to twist the rest. So the next step is going to be to lay your butterfly down flat so that the underside is coming up. With your tape, you're going to secure the pipe cleaners onto just the body. You want to make sure that it lines up just to that crease of the fold. Next step is just going to be to insert the twisted end of your pipe cleaner into the straw so that the prongs also face up. You see my straw, the top of my straw is right there. I'm just going to tape it onto the wing. And then the next step is just going to be to fold back your wings like so. So by pulling and pushing the twisted pipe cleaner and holding the clear straw, you should be able to make your butterfly fly. Thank you for joining me for Look and Learn today. Be sure to come out and join us in person next time. And if not, stay tuned for more educational museum content on our social media. Thanks for joining us today. Bye. Bye-bye.